Hi, good morning. Today, we all use technology. But behind that, there is always a hardware that works thanks to electromagnetic waves. But long before that hardware could even exist, someone had to create and control these mysterious electromagnetic waves. A heart for that hardware must be made. And this heart is not even technology, but the actual seed that powers an entire wall of applications and technologies. We created them for electronics and photonic region, but there is still a frequency region in the middle we cannot control yet, the terahertz. Terahertz waves can see through objects, not only metal as X-rays, but also ceramic, wood, or plastic. They are really good analyzing materials and molecules, and some of them can only be seen with terahertz, and they are completely safe. So now, imagine being able to localize and analyze hidden weapons, drugs, or explosives at distance and safely. Imagine wireless communication 100 times faster than current ones. Or new industrial control processes we cannot make today. Imagine a better understanding of nature, or even safe and preventive diagnostic for skin cancer and other diseases. So stop imagining, because science has already demonstrated that terahertz can do this. But we need better technology. We need a terahertz heart to take these applications from the lab to our daily lives. We are luzWavelabs, and we believe we have the team and the technology to take terahertz one step further. Our terahertz system prototype, called Purity Wave, has a signal quality more than 1 million times better than the best equivalent system in the market. And we think this is a real terahertz heart. But we are already thinking in the long-term market, and we are making our system in photonic chips in order to decrease size and cost. Regarding our team, we have a great balance between technical and business profiles. The terahertz market is a new market we want to open, focusing at the beginning on big industries, and as we are able to decrease size and cost of our components, go to other markets and wider markets. We are feeding this project right now with our technological partnerships with universities and well-established companies in order to maintain our technological advantage. And with almost 1 million euros we have received in our first year from both public funding and private investment. But we want to keep growing. And this is why we are now looking for clients, technological partners, and a second investment round for 1-2 years from now. So let me finish saying that Tesla, or Torres Quevedo, created the heart of electronics and radio. And they couldn't even imagine how those hearts will become a huge technological revolution. But now, we know the potential of these hearts. We know the potential of controlling a frequency region. So let's conquer terahertz, and let's develop the first terahertz heart. Thank you very much.
Okay, from La Comunidad de Madrid, luzWavelabs. All right, the next startup is doing something that we're all using right now. It's helping us with our eyes. These people do more than eye tracking solutions. They're saying that they can do things that are really going to change our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Basque country, Irisbond.
Hello, Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eduardo Jauregui, and I'm going to introduce you Irisbond. There are many times in our daily lives where keeping our hands busy sometimes means that we cannot perform other common activities, and sometimes that has consequences. But we're not talking about just driving. We are talking about industry, health sector, or even disability. Wouldn't it be fantastic to control with the eyes any device while we have our hands busy? That's exactly what Irisbond does. Based on advanced eye tracking solutions, technologies, we have already developed a system that enables anybody to control the computer with the eyes. System is based on a hardware connected to the computer, a software, and that anybody could start from the beginning, control the computer with the eyes for many, many applications. So we are focusing two markets. The first, accessibility market, where we provide a solution for disabled people to communicate in an autonomous way. And the other market, the main market, the industry. We provide licensing and software engineering services to integrate in any industrial applications. Of course, we are not the only players in the world. We have competitors basically in North Europe, USA, and Canada. So we have a real opportunity operating in a southern country. And by the way, we have as well some key factors that make us different from our competitors. A leading technology in a very competitive price. Online platform that enable us to maintain and install the system remotely, providing us business scalability. Easy and precise. Anybody can start from the beginning talking with the eyes. And company profile that means that we can adapt to any customer needs. So, but how we get money? Basically, selling high-margin products in disability market and providing license and engineering services for the industry. Right now, we have all the R&D completed, and actually we are ready to close a funding stage with average of 0.3 million euros. The team is composed by Beacon Tech, which is a leader research center in the Basque Country in artificial vision, and Eduardo Jauregui is expert of transferring technology to the industry. Both have the commitment to make a global business from our research and innovative research. So we found the company in July 2013. October, we launched the product to the market, to the accessibility market, to validate the technology. Right now, we have more than 60 units running all over the world, agreement with distributors in many countries, and collaboration with several associations linked to the disability market. Let me introduce Maria José. She's from Sevilla, and she suffers ALS. She could not move, neither speak. In one meeting, he wrote the following with the eyes. Irisbond is the best happened to me. Now I'm feeling useful. For me, the ALS, the worst of ALS, is not being able to communicate. So really, we changed the life of Maria José. But we really know that accessibility market is a reduced market, it's not a big market. So we are focusing our efforts in the industry market, integrating technology into the industry. Actually, the Industrial 4.0 revolution is coming, driven by the German government and also pushed by Basque Country. They are trying to integrate technology into the industrial processes. They call the so-called smart industry. So Irisbond is working together to include eye tracking in the industrial processes. Last week, we presented in Expo Chemia, the Congress, International Congress for Chemical Industry, together with a partner that manufactures clean rooms, an innovative system to control with the eyes a chemical process in a clean environment. As long as we have partner with ONCE, we'll try also to include eye tracking on board. But we are not talking about the future. Right now, we can save lives. We can improve quality of life. And we can make better the industrial processes more efficient. So we are looking for leader companies and disruptive corporations that believe that creativity, technology, and innovations are the key factors for a better world. So join us into this commitment. Thank you very much.
Okay. The next startup comes from the country that gave us cappuccino, macchiato, espresso, and they don't even have coffee, but they're pretty good salesmen. This company makes drones, and they make drones for industrial uses. But we all know that drones today have many other uses. So let's hear what they have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, FlyingNose from Italy.
So, thank you for the introduction. So, who we are? We are a research and development company with a particular focus on drone and detection of air pollution. You just take a look at the scenery. What do you see? This is what people usually classify as a safe environment where everything is clean, everything is safe. But unluckily, this is not always the case. There are plenty of invisible gases and pollutants which people cannot see or smell, but they're still there, and they do damage, and they undermine your health. This can give you an idea of usually who the victim is of this pollution. Basically, what we did. The sources of such emissions are plenty and different, and what we do about that is to precisely detect and classify them. We have created an air scanning technology which is able to sense chemical compounds dispersed in the air, and we deployed it on drones. We made it fly. I will give you a short insight about the story of the product. In 2010, the Italian Aerospace Agency contracted us to develop an air analyzing system able to instantly detect any kind of contamination to be deployed on board the International Space Station. As you can see, on May 2011, the device was loaded on board the Space Shuttle and sent up on board the ISS. This is the inside of it, and the gentleman you see is an astronaut of the Italian Aerospace Agency. And those three floating devices, they're our modules. So the mission was completed. It was deemed a success. The devices performed quite good, and yeah, it was a success. So at this point, we had this outstanding technology, and we had to do something about it. So we turned it into something more cheap and suitable for the market. We work a lot in the miniaturization, the reduction of cost, the software interface, and the integration of the unit into flying devices. The result of all this is a small, flying digital laboratory for air analysis capable of detecting pollutants of all kinds with a simple overfly of the interested area. This is the sensor itself. It can be used for a lot of OEM applications. It's really versatile. It can be used for a lot of indoor and outdoor applications. This is designed to work either alone or in conjunction. Basically, depending on how many compounds you want the machine to be able to detect at once, you select the number of sensors. About the data, how do you get the feedback? The operator flies the drone, and you get the feedback in a matter of seconds on a screen. You don't need any specific kind of a machinery. Your Android phone or Android tablet will do. What is this? This is just a simple and cheap way to scan large areas in no time and ensure the safety of the location. So, yeah, this is what it does, mostly. As of now, this kind of analysis is done by using really expensive ground stations, those small white cabinets you see. They cost a lot of money. They need a lot of personnel to do the maintenance. They're big units. You simply need to put them in a place. You cannot move them, and not everybody can afford them. So our device, what it does, it makes it simple for a single operator to survey a large area and many other different areas. It can fly wherever we want. Now, the applications. Basically, biological agriculture areas may be scanned for conformity or against GMO contamination. Industrial fumes or leakage may be detected and pinpointed. Residential areas can be scanned for gas leaks, and etc. There are plenty of applications. Yeah, this is the cost of air pollution. It's pretty bad, yeah. So, the competition, actually, none of the products of the competition, they have similar capabilities, and they're mostly limited by the practical restriction of large and expensive laboratory devices. They stay in the ground, none of them can fly, they're not easy to use, and for sure they do not come cheap. By comparison, what you're doing is pure innovation. Yeah. So, money. How do we plan to make it? The market for those white cabinets, you see, it's huge. It already exists, and there is a lot of expenditure involved. There is a large and constant demand, both from the governments around the world and from the large industry as well. So in our first stage, we plan to give a license to 1,000 operators worldwide and equip them with our flying station. Each one of them will pay an annual fee to get the equipment, the training, the spare parts, and the right to use it. Country master licenses will be awarded too. Plus, our services are fit to be directly proposed to environmental pollution agencies and similar government organizations worldwide. This is a projection for the next year. This is our team. In final, who we are looking for. We have invested a lot until now, and now what we need is the expansion capital for software and hardware optimization, industrialization of the OEM edition, and the international marketing campaign. This is our timeline, and as you can see, if everything goes as expected, 2015 will be a good year for us. We're already at a good point with the International Roadshow, and the next event we are going to be at will be in Jiangsu, China, next month. And yeah, this is it, more or less. Should anybody desire any further clarification, we will be at the B2B event following up today and the next days as well. I'll be glad to explain any further detail and question there. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Did you know that the video game industry is bigger than the movie industry or the music industry combined? Well, this next startup, also from the Comunidad de Madrid, they are taking the video game experience to the cloud. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Playgiga.
Hi everybody. I am delighted to be here. My name is Cesar. I am the founder of Playgiga, what I am going to introduce. As you all know, technology has changed in the world. Maybe this is something obvious. So due to that, the way in which content is accessed for a lot of users has changed as well. But the solution is with us. So we all know it. We know Spotify, we know Netflix, we know iTunes. But incredibly, none of them has covered one of the largest markets all over the world, which is video games. So that's the reason why Playgiga is created. Playgiga is the most advanced cloud gaming platform in the world. Playgiga allows users to play any game in streaming 24/7 everywhere with an incredible and awesome user experience with no downloads and no delays. So, okay, regarding market, we are talking about a giant market. Playgiga is a global solution for the global market. We are talking about 600 million users, payment users for digital service every month. We have identified 5 competitors, and only one of them is really important, as Gaikai has been acquired last year by Sony Entertainment for about $400 million. Okay, regarding technology, technology is a pillar of Playgiga. Playgiga relays a complex and disruptive technology that allows to stream a real-time execution of a game in video format. So what that means? That means is immediate. I insist, there are no download time and no delay. Playgiga is capable of inject a game in the catalog in no more than 2 hours, no time. So our competitors can do that in a month, maybe a month and a half. Imagine the impact that this can have in the commercial offer. Apart from that, Playgiga is the unique, only platform in the world who is capable of injecting games with no modifications from the publishing side or the development side. So we inject the games in the catalog as is. Regarding the business model, it's very easy to understand. Playgiga gets users through agreements with telcos. Why? Because we save a lot of money, we save a lot of time, we save a lot of effort, we get the channel, and we get an incredible base of payment users very quickly. So, where is the money? The money comes from a monthly fee, a monthly subscription fee that can be from $10 to $12. I don't know, it depends on the policies of the telco, but it's a revenue share. So apart from that, we have another extra payment service like rental or something like that. But the basis is client or customer can access the bigger catalog in the world right now for a monthly fee. So regarding cost, 85% of the cost of Playgiga are salaries, the rest of structure and hardware. Marketing, the idea is the same. So we take the most of the synergies with the agreements with the telcos. So our idea is to take the push of the telco to make the product popular. Expected sales. So, okay, the service is released in the 3rd quarter of next year. And for that period, we expect to have sales about 3 to 4 million euros and be able to double that amount every year. The team is a very experienced one with more than 25 years working on software development, game development, image compression, and real-time compression. And well, finally, the milestones. Important to say that Adara Ventures joined Playgiga last year. We won an international tender organized and run by an important Spanish telco. And that allowed us to sign a contract to deliver the service in Spain, in Portugal, in Poland, and to have an agreement in place with a hardware partner to be present in more than 40 territories. So finally, the next milestone to accomplish, basically to release the service next year. So that's Playgiga. Thank you very much.